Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner Studio, and with me today I have some individuals from the Warren County Sheriff's Office. We have Krista Beam and Captain Frank Myrtle.
Yes.
So we're going to talk today about youth, the youths, right? The youths.
Okay.
The young people.
The young people, yes. And some of the programs that the Sheriff's Department has to kind of keep things active and a lot of athletics and stuff. So, Krista, why don't you start off, and we're going to talk primarily about this PALS program and tell us what that is and how that's going to help us.
Sure, yeah. So I'm the Youth Engagement Coordinator with the Warren County Sheriff's Office, and we were honored with a federal grant to help build a couple youth programs within the Sheriff's Office.
Mm-hmm.
So the current Sheriff Cline, is very involved with her community,
Sure.
and she wants to see the community grow in a very positive way. So our youth is what that's our future. We want to try to build some programs to help with some relationship building and help kids learn about law enforcement in a little bit of a different way, learn
Sure.
about law enforcement officers. So the PALS program is a program built for kids to kind of get involved with deputies and do all sorts of things from recreational sports down to help with school, maybe some schoolwork help,
Sure.
or small things like learning how to play an instrument, or maybe learning how to cook a food, or just something simple like reading a book with them, or
Right.
coloring, or even maybe hiking, maybe going on a hike with them. So it's
literally a PAL.
really literally a PAL, yeah.
Yes.
So PAL stands for Police Athletics League, and it was started back in the early 1900s and in New York City, and it started out as just sports. So after probably sometime around the 1940s, they started seeing PAL programs start to involve other things besides recreational activities, like help with homework, or like I said, like a cooking class, or playing a musical instrument, or just reading a book, or coloring, or doing something fun.
Yeah.
Just getting law enforcement officers with the kids and doing something super fun.
Our law enforcement, these are like real people. They're your neighbors.
Right.
They're here, and the overall mean, it's like anything, bad things happen all the time, but there's a lot of good things that happen.
There are, yeah.
Yeah. So, Frank, what's your purpose in all this?
So I want to make sure this program is successful. Like I said, our number one goal is building the relationships back with the public. As Sheriff Cline wants us out, we want to bring in the youth. We want the youth to trust law enforcement. Unfortunately, most of the time, some of these kids under the PAL program, the Police Athletic League, that they're going to see us, and this is one of the ways that we're going to build the relationships, is our officers responding to calls.
Sure.
So it's a very bad, scary situation for them. They will see our patrol officers in one of their worst moments.
Right.
Whether mom and dad's gotten into an argument, whether something's happened, whether it's a car wreck, something bad.
Sure.
We'll follow up with those kids. Those kids will have the opportunity to be able to bond with our deputies, whether it's a school resource deputy, whether it's somebody from patrol, whether it's somebody from investigations. They'll be able to build a relationship they'll be able to know me as Frank. They'll be able to know our deputies by first name.
Sure.
So when they see us in this uniform, they're not scared.
Right.
They know that, hey, this is who we need to come to, this is who we can trust, and this is who we have relationships with. It's more of having like a mentorship.
Sure.
And like Krista said, it's either whether we're reading a book with them, helping with homework, playing video games, just basically bonding with those kids.
Sure. We see so many TV shows, especially in the inner cities, and the cops are, again, they're not there to. They're there enforcing the law, but the idea is they see them in the worst situations, and but we're not talking to the police because there's somehow been related that they're, that's bad, So, and I think all these little programs. So when they see you coming, they know that you're there to help them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we do have a lot of children that see those bad instances at a young age, and so they immediately draw this form of what they think of a police officer, and it tends to be a negative thought.
You're going to take my dad away or my mom away.
Yeah, so we want to try to build that positive before that negative sits in, so that they can learn that yes, law enforcement officers do scary things, and they do things that some people aren't happy with, but they do things because they're here to protect and save, and that is their ultimate job. But they're also people just like you and I, and they want to have fun and they want to do things that, that we want to do too. So we want to show them that.
That's a good idea. I noticed that the deputies go to the library and read, books to the little kids and stuff. And people, oh, well, why aren't they out on patrol? Why aren't they doing this? Well, actually, they're doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's part of this program of being everywhere. So when you see them, it's a good idea to do things like that.
Yeah.
I think it's as much. It's probably better for the deputy than for the kids sometimes.
It is. It is. It's
a good balance,
being able
don't
to
you
build
think?
those relationships. I've been in this profession for 26 years, and to this day, I still have relationships from very early on in my career that I've built. And I've actually seen, people that I've built relationships with through youth camps, whether it's youth camps calls, have actually wanted to turn their life around, get on the right track, and actually become police officers.
Right, I was going to say, now they're working for you.
Yeah, so that's and that's one of the goals of this program is to be able to be there and allow these kids an opportunity to have something that they may not have if they didn't have that extra guidance.
Yeah. So what are some of the events or activities we have coming up here? Anything on the schedule that we're going to see you out and about?
So we don't have anything yet for PALS. We are just starting
formation?
We are just in the formation, just starting to build that foundation. So currently we are looking for some board members. Okay. We're trying to gain just a small board to kind of start and then maybe grow it over time. But we're looking for 5 local community leaders who are wanting to make an impact on the youth and help us build this program off. So I am accepting applications now for anyone who might be interested.
Okay.
They can reach out to me. At my email is just my name, kbeam@warrencountysheriff.org. They can reach out to me anytime with any questions they have. And if they are overly interested and do want to get involved, I would be happy to get an interview with them, sit down with them, talk to them a little bit more about the program and what we would expect from them, and then get them an application and see if we can get some people involved to help us.
Well, we're
get
going to
this
share
program
that
built.
information below the story, the links and everything.
Yeah, absolutely, and we appreciate it. And like Krista said, we're looking for the community. We can't do this alone. Warren County Sheriff's Office will not be successful if we try to do this alone. So we want the help of the community and relying on the community strongly to help this program succeed.
Right. Now, this goes along the line. I think I mentioned to you before we started. We have this SRO program. That's a big thing now in the sheriff's. The reason it's a multifaceted type of program. They're there for law enforcement and protection, but they're also there to start some of these relationships.
They are. They're there to build those relationships. They are there for a reason. And the SROs are going to be very, very strong in helping us, vital in helping us build this program because they're the ones that are going to see the kids in the schools. They're the ones that are going to be able to identify which kids might need that extra guidance. And if it's not able to be provided to them through school, then maybe we can work with them after school or on weekends, whatever, evenings, and take that extra time. So the SROs are going to be vitally important in the success of this program.
Right, and we're working on the new student union. And I noticed that you're involved in those activities as well.
We are, yes. We love Samantha Barber. She's great, and we are involved with her, and we want to help her, and she wants to help us too. So together, we can use the Student Union Center as maybe a meeting place, maybe a place for
safe place.
Yeah, a safe place. That's right.
I think that's what Sam wants. She said, when you come here, we want you to know this is a safe place. Mm-hmm. And encourage and have fun.
Absolutely, yes.
I think that's what it is. It's all about.
It's all about the fun. It's all about fun and building positive relationships.
Maybe change the name of it. We're going to call it Fun.
Well, like I said, I was down there when they opened the center, and it is a great layout. They have different areas, whether it's video games, pool tables, whatever to play. And like I said, our officers get down there, deputies get down there, and interact with those kids, and really look towards that. And also the Explorer program we talked to you about. That's going to be important for us to get those.
You have a lot of things happening.
We have a lot of things happening, a lot of great things happening, a lot of things that are really going to bring the Sheriff's Office and the community together.
You mentioned one thing, and I know that she has those tutoring rooms, and it's amazing the people that get and volunteer for this tutoring. And you're right. If you get behind in your schoolwork as a young person, and you get behind, you kind of develop an attitude of or some kind of state of mind that you're never going to succeed and you just give up.
Right.
And I think these are the kind of things that we're trying to stop.
Yes,
That we want,
absolutely.
We want people to succeed in life because sometimes you just got to go back and help this a little bit.
Yeah. And just knowing that the support is out there,
Yeah,
that the support's out there and that there are people out here that do want to help you. Right. It might not be, your family wants to help, but it might be more than that. Like you might have more support than that. And the kids need to know that.
Well,
that
I can remember my kid years ago when they were much younger, I got a note from the teacher and says, told my wife, stop helping your kid with homework because that's not how we do it anymore. So along
He's
that
not
line,
learning anything that way.
That's right. That's right.
We got to unteach him those methods, in math. That's what it was, and they have a whole new, it changes all the time. But again, we didn't have those resources and to say, well, where can I go to get my kids some help in tutoring? We have that now. We have these programs. We have the student union and things. And so if you're looking out to get if you think your kid needs help and you can't do it,
Reach out. Absolutely.
Because I know there's tons of program in the school system itself. Sometimes they just don't know because we have this massive amount of people. But if you ask for help, there's plenty.
Yeah, the resources are there. They are there. It's just a matter of asking.
Yeah, we have the One-Stop Resource Center coming up again, and that's about the services that we offer in our community, and it involves things with the Sheriff's Office, the Department of Social Services, the library, all sorts of things that we have in our community. But if you don't reach out and ask, don't be bashful.
That's right. That's right. And it takes everybody to get the word out. You talked about the tutoring with the grades. A lot of our SROs teach sports on the side.
Yeah.
So they're going to be able to step in and help coach some of these. Yeah. We're going to try to have some different programs with sports, and the SROs are going to step in and help coach with that.
Yeah. We always use, well, those are our future leaders. Everybody, that's kind of, but they're true.
It is true.
It is.
I always look at it and say, they're going to pay my Social Security. So, we want to make sure the youth is developed, and we don't want them just to have,
You want them to be successful.
Yes, we want people to be successful and lifelong learners.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Well, Krista, I really appreciate you sharing the information with us and our viewers, and also you, Captain Myrtle.
Yes.
So we'll do that. I do like your haircut.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. It takes a lot of work to get that.
It does. Yeah.
26 years worth.
That's right.
Well, I just woke up like this morning.
Yes.
This doesn't take 5 minutes. Thanks again, and say hi to Crystal. I know
we will.
She's everywhere. I see her. She's working around the clock. She's doing a great
very
job.
busy person.
Yes.
And I know she wants to be supportive of the community and all the great things that we do. So we appreciate that. Anything we can do to help, we're here.
Okay. Well, we definitely appreciate you having us in, and we look forward to working together and working with you as well as us and getting the word out of what programs we have.
That's right. Appreciate it.
And we'll be inviting you to some events
Well,
soon.
we show up. Mark and I will show up with the camera, and we'll share it to our community. I think I've seen so many things we've done, and they say, boy, I wish I didn't know about that. I'd like to have done it. No matter how many times we say it, not everybody's going to see it. So I say the more avenues we have to share the information, social media is great if you have social media and you just happen to see it.
Yeah.
So, I say share it as many places as you can. And that's great.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll start filling your schedule up.
All right. We got plenty of time.
Perfect.
Thanks again.
All right.
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.